Astra. It wasn't your fault.
So I just said you've been dead an hour or two at most.
Astra.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious. You said that you knew how he was going to die. You said that you knew it was going to be messy.
I worked out a pattern in all the killings.
What's that?
It's a long stretch, but it can be anything else.
Well?
Dante's Inferno.
Explain.
Okay, so in the Inferno, each group of sinners gets a different punishment. The lustful are battered around in a hurricane, almost like they're falling off a building.
So you think that's why Miguel Raton was killed in the way he was?
He was thrown from a very high building, but then the farmer in Joburg drowned in his own pig swill. A glutton. The avaricious have to push a heavy stone in the Inferno. Albanil was killed when a concrete block was dropped on him. The angry are drowned. Alberta Brunswick was drowned. The heretics are buried alive. Verity was buried alive. The violent drown in a river of their own blood. The ME said, Berbero drowned in his own blood. It's way too much of a coincidence.
But that means Miguel was lustful.
I remember reading something about him being a ladies' man. Yeah, because before the other killings popped up, we suspected a jealous lover.
So Vanderhooy was a glutton.
He was overweight.
Albanil was avaricious.
His friend said he never bought a round of drinks. It was the only bad thing they could find to say.
Alberta Brunswick must have been angry then.
Her victory as Miss Alaska was quite controversial because the organisers said she was an unworthy winner on account of her backstage tantrums.
That makes Chizeman's sister a heretic.
CSI Chizeman had to go to court a couple of weeks back to give, a character testimony. It must have been for her.
And what can you tell me about Mr. Berbero?
GBH, ABH, it seems he kept his business up and running with a bit of persuasion here and there.
What kind of finance was he in?
I'm not sure how clean. The lab's still working on that, tracing payments and stuff.
Where's the next murder?
It looks like it's still in Verona. There was another postcard.
Oh, where is Romeo? I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He is some other where.
Any ideas?
No. Astra, what is the next circle of hell?
This is the bit I don't get. It's the suicide. How can you kill someone that's already dead?
I don't know, Astra. I just don't know.
You found it?
I don't know what I found.
It's the quote.
But what does it mean? I'm supposed to be living till
I don't know. I gotta go meet Berbero's girlfriend in an hour. Maybe we should take a walk. Gather some information. Hi, Lucy Musavice? Oh, hi, you must be Detective Adoro. Please, Nastra. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you some questions about Salvatore.
Well, if it means you can catch his killer, you can ask me what you want.
Did he have any enemies?
I don't know whether you noticed, Nastra, but Salvatore worked on the other side of the law. He had lots of enemies.
Did you ever meet any of his accomplices, clients?
No, I don't know how he communicated, but he said he didn't trust technology. He did it in the old-fashioned way.
What was that?
With pen and paper, I think.
He left notes for people?
Something like that. I don't really know.
Did you ever meet any of these people?
No. 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 Wait. Maybe.
Verity Chizeman?
Maybe. She was Salvatore's ex-girlfriend.
I know this might be hard, but...
Were they in love? I think so. She was the only person he made an exception for. He never meets his clients face to face. One time he had a drop or something. He caught a glimpse of her and chased her through the city to find her.
Why didn't it work out?
Distance, I think. He had to content himself with me. I don't think it was ever the same for him.
I'm sorry.
Well,
She doesn't know an awful lot about Berboro's business. He never meets his clients. He made an exception with Verity Chizeman, though. They're in love.
so very with the client.
Seems to be that way.
Did you tell him anything else?
His work seems to be pretty illegal. Lots of enemies, that kind of thing.
Still not much to go on.
I heard back from the lab. They've been doing some background on Berbero, and it turns out he's lived in Verona all his life, and he seems to make regular deposits in a number of accounts across the city.
How did it all fit in?
Why can't we prove that the two of them knew each other, that they've all visited Verona in their lives, that our killer loves literature, that he's going to target a suicide next and a suicide with an identity crisis if the quote is anything to go by? None of it makes any sense. Zook?
Astra.
Zucchero, what is it?
Zucchero? Zucchero?